Yo, what is going on, guys? Sirius here. In today's video, I'm bringing you guys the first part, well, technically the second part, but you know, the first part where we're really reversing in my series of reversing Black Ops 2. Now, today's video is going to be a little bit light on the reversing side. I think I'm going to be trying to stick with some really basic stuff just so you can get used to what we're doing, and so that you guys can get kind of used to the pace of these videos. Obviously, I'm open to suggestions because, you know, this is kind of a different series. I haven't really seen something like this on YouTube, or the ones that I have are like one video and they're on like something very specific. So this is all new territory for me. So if you guys have any suggestions, just let me know. But other than that, today's video is going to be over using XUIDs. My goal today is to spoof an XUID so that I can sign in as someone else when I load up the game. So I am in the COD server IDB, and I've also got my PS3 IDB up as well as my redacted one. For you guys who want the redacted and PS3 IDB, what you're gonna have to do is just go into IDA and actually drag and drop the executable into it, kind of like you had to for the COD server one. And these ones are going to be a bit different because you're just going to see like a bunch of subs. Everything's completely unnamed unless you manually rename it, which I have done to a lot of things in here. But you know, I mean, you're basically running off of nothing. This is a function we're trying to overwrite. So we need to find this because we need to change v3 equals system get identity param 0 to v3 equals our value here. Before we do that though, we kind of want to figure out, you know, what the identity params are. And there could be a lot of things. I think it's probably like your user ID. But for something like Steam, that's really simple because, you know, you get their Steam user ID and you can sign in as them, which would be really crazy. But, you know, so this is an identity enum. That's helpful. Here we go. Identity param. Wow, there we go, guys. Alright, so your ID, then your title ID. I don't know what the title ID is. I think it's probably the version of the game you're on. Auth address, I don't know what that is. LSG address, I don't know what that is. Demonware key, environment, platform. So we need to get this sys identity param because this is really important. Let's go ahead and try to find, this function in redacted, because we're going to start with redacted since it's easy. It's actually in the com init try block function, which is really easy to find. Okay, so what we can do is we can go into redacted and find the win main function. Come on. There you go. Okay, and we'll xref this. Xrefs are, you know, the pointers that we're getting. You can press X on that, and apparently there is only one call to it, and I'm sure this is in the contract. Yeah, it's taken a while to decompile. Yep, look at that. One thing I've learned as well is that whenever you're reversing something, if you find a function, just always remember to actually write the function down because you're going to need it later. You just hit N on something to rename it, and then you hit Control W to save the database. Maybe sys identity param doesn't exist. Although I'm pretty sure it does because I found it on PS3. Let me see what else I can figure out. Okay, so we've got get XUID. What xrefs this? Nothing. It's an offset. Great. Okay. We found check for resend. And oh, get user Steam ID as XUID. Uh-oh, this doesn't look the same. Or maybe it does. Okay, it does. Just kidding. Just kidding. Drama queen. Oh, wait. Why did I want this? This is the XUID offset, but I don't give a damn about that. We want this function here. We really do, but oh, wow. Why didn't I try this? Add reliable command. God. That looks like a pretty unique string. And it's called once. Okay. Perfect. That actually looks... Wow, that was a weird way to find this. That should be... It should be our live get XUID. Yeah. Okay, we found live get XUID, but I don't see where... Okay, this has got to have some XREFs, right? Okay, so let's figure out, you know, what the hell this is. Alright guys, I am back. So I just recorded about 40 minutes of footage with my voice muted, so we're just gonna kind of run down over what I did in the last 40 minutes. So long story short, where we left off, we were doing something with the actual structure of the XUID, and I found, you know, the information basically where it was. Long story short, you're gonna want to find win user data T because that's the type we're using. This is the structure that you're going to find in memory to get the XUID, whatever, right? And that's actually referenced. It's an array of them at the address. So you'll have to do some defines in IDA. I'm not going to show you how to do that because I don't honestly remember how I did it. And long story short, our goals I set up are going to be overriding the returns in the XUID from Steam, call save XUID string, and save the XUID in the cache because there's a cache variable called cached identity. I've done quite a bit of work, so you guys can see kind of the remnants. Basically what I'm doing now is reversing the live get user Steam ID as XUID because we need to actually return this and or change basically the way this is returned. The thing is, we could return just XUIDs, but the thing with that is you couldn't just put in someone's Steam user ID and get your XUID, right? The goal is to be able to put in the person's Steam UID and change it to an XUID, and then actually send that XUID into your spoofer and basically be able to sign in as another user. And we're going to do this with all consoles. We'll do this with Xbox and PS3. And you should be able to just sign in as somebody else, which is a bit, you know, messed up, but whatever, right? I've got the Steam API open right now. I've been looking at this. Basically, long story short, as far as I understand it, Steam user is going to return a handle to the current Steam user, and I don't actually know what the parameter is. I think this is actually going to be the index of the source function we need. So this is the address we're going to overwrite. So we can write our assembly here to actually return. So we're going to do target write is right. So these are our bytes we need. By the way, guys, you can look this up. It's really helpful. Okay, and what we can do... Alright, that's better. Alright, that looks good. Let's see what happens. Probably just gonna be a freeze, but, you know, hey, maybe not. No freeze? No freeze. Interesting. Maybe it's, nope. Oh! It's mad. Okay, let's assume it was the assembly that was wrong first, right? Oh, an immediate freeze that time. No freeze. Nice.
Listen.
Okay. It spoofed the XUID. Oh, that's so funny. It didn't know, like... Yeah, it didn't know that I was me, because I changed the XUID. That's funny. It DC'd me. And it reset the XUID. That's hilarious. Okay, let's try this then. Theoretically, this should cause a disconnect. As long as it doesn't freeze me using the SM, which it probably will. Theoretically, it should cause a disconnect when I go into the theater, and then... Oh. Oh yeah, that's right, because it automatically does that. It didn't actually run the script yet. Freeze? No freeze. The assembly's been patched. It thinks I was in a party, which is a bit weird. Generic disconnect, okay. That's fine. But it wrote my XUID. My XUID didn't... Oh, it froze. Okay. Okay, I'll have to take another look at this. Alright guys, I don't know whether I'm going to make this a 2, 3, 4, whatever part video. I think just for the sake of uploading, I'm going to make this a multi-part video. Not to say that, you know, I'm uploading low quality, but more like I want you guys to be able to see all of it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. And if you're excited to see the next video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.